Welcome to Timber Talk, featuring the Timber Team Spotlight. Today's guest, MIT participant and senior MRO, Jake Lizard Stiles. And now, here is your host of Timber Talk, Mr. Tommy Timber. Hello everyone, and welcome to an all-new edition of Timber Talk, the show that brings you up close and personal with the amazing staff we have right here at Timberland Federal Credit Union. I'm your host, Tommy Timber, and I'll tell you what, it's been a crazy couple of days here at Timberland. Just last night, we held our first edition of Timber Trivia in over a year at our community partner, Robin Hood Brewing Company in Bellefonte, and let me tell you, the turnout was amazing. We sold out the entire restaurant. 30 teams, over 100 people playing trivia. It was also the debut of our third beer with Robin Hood Brewing Company. If you enjoyed Timber Wonderland, if you enjoyed Timber Fall, you're gonna wanna check out Not Your Average Joel's Coffee IPA, named very appropriately after our Not Your Average CEO, Joel Slagan. Very great beer. We've got the commemorative mugs out for it. So last night was just an amazing time getting back out in the community. Now also yesterday in DuBois, we held our Dogs for a Cause event to help raise funds for Passages, who we've been helping out the last couple months to raise donations. And I'll tell you what, the community here did not disappoint either. We were able to raise over $300 to help go toward Passages on top of what we've already raised over the past few months. We just want to thank everyone in our communities for coming out, showing your support, showing just how great our communities are. And again, we just want to say thank you for supporting us every time we go out and do something with the community. Now, my guest today, this is a pretty spectacular story. This guy started out as an intern with Timberland and is now just moments away, a very short time away, from graduating from our Management in Training program. He is the founder and CEO of Jake Squatch Fuel for Champions, one of our premier sponsors on most of our videos that you've seen. I'm sure you've seen him several times popping up on our feed. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the man, the myth, the lizard, Jake Stiles. Jake, thank you so much for joining us today. We're really excited to have you here.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me, Tommy.
So, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Today we're going to jump right into it. We'd like to start out just from the beginning with our guests here. Just kind of get a feel for your origins here. So, where are you from?
Well, I grew up in Curwensville, Pennsylvania. I currently live in Clearfield. So I'm a small town raised guy, I guess.
Great, so a local hometown guy here. Always good to hear, especially when we're considered just kind of such a local community credit union. So I want to ask you, what brought you to Timberland Federal Credit Union?
Well, one of my friends worked here, and I was in college, needed an internship. He told me they were looking for people, so I applied, got the internship, and then after I finished up college, I went right into the MIT program. I've been here in total with internship and the MIT program, almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in May.
Yeah, so you're kind of involved in the newest incarnation here of the MIT program. So why don't you just tell the viewers a little bit more about that program, what all it entails, and what you've been doing this whole time.
Okay. Well, when I started out the MIT program, I went right into lending, which was an awesome time. They were just converting how we kind of did our lending into a more centralized thing. So I got to be a big part of that, which was awesome. And then as far as the MIT goes, throughout those 2 years that I've been in it, just get to see a lot of different departments, learn a lot of different things. I kind of know how every part of the credit union works now, which is pretty advantageous for me. It's been great. I get areas in all different experiences on all different areas of the credit union, a lot of good experience, been put in leadership roles at some point, especially down closer into the graduation mark, where I get to kind of hang out with the CFO and the CEO a little bit more. So it's been good.
So it's a pretty big deal to be part of this program.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely would recommend it to whoever is coming out of college and is looking to get into some kind of management role.
Awesome. Well, it's a big honor for you, and we don't want to jump the gun yet, but I'd still like to kind of offer you congratulations as you near graduation from the MIT program, and we hope you're looking forward to a long and fruitful career here at Timberland Federal Credit Union.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great. Thank you.
Yeah, so essentially you're getting to see every angle of the credit union. You're getting to work in all the different roles and stuff like that. So do you have a particular favorite area or a position that you've been involved with?
Well, I can't really complain about any of the areas. I mean, I've worked in all 4 branches for an extended period of time, so I've got to know pretty much everyone in this credit union very well. I know what all the roles are. I'd say I had the most fun probably in lending. I feel like it's definitely one of my stronger parts of my game, so that definitely probably was the funnest for me if I had to choose.
Awesome.
But they've all been great.
Good. So you've definitely put in some time here at TFCU, and I know, as a lot of our other guests have explained before, there's been a lot of changes, especially over the past couple of years. It's kind of almost like a new credit union. So what are some of the biggest changes that you've noticed since you started here with Timberland?
So in the past 3 years that I've been here, there have been quite a few changes, whether that be personnel or just processes, something like that. I would definitely say the biggest change that has kind of put a pretty big effect on me is our involvement in the community. We definitely in the last year and a half have gotten way more into that. Even with COVID-19 and everything going on, we still found ways to get in the community and do good things for people, for our membership. And that's probably the biggest change from when I started to now, is how much more involved in the community we are.
If you're going to see a change, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
So it gets us out. We have fun. It's good stuff.
That's good to hear. So with all the different things you've been able to experience here with Timberland, what would you say is probably your favorite thing, or maybe the most fun thing about working with Timberland Federal Credit Union?
Well, I have fun every day. We have a really great team, Tommy, that we work with. So it's really fun every day. We find ways to make it fun. Definitely some of the events we do in the community are super fun, like the trivia that we have up in Bellefonte with Robin Hood Brewing Co. Okay. Always fun. So that's probably the best part, is just hanging out with your team members, especially at community events, and just having a good time and helping people out.
Just kind of that camaraderie and that team building and stuff like that.
Definitely.
I mean, if you're going to show up to work, that's a fun way to do it, when you actually enjoy the people that you get to be around. And
absolutely. Timberland puts a big emphasis on team aspect and team goals, so it's super fun.
Not bad. So we go from the most fun you've had to the proudest that you've been here at Timberland Federal Credit Union. So what would you say is your proudest accomplishment you've seen achieved in your time at Timberland Federal Credit Union?
All right, Tommy. So I would definitely say that the proudest accomplishment I've had here at Timberland is making the top 100 places to work in Pennsylvania list. I mean, this credit union's been around since 1973. We haven't had an achievement like that before until last year. And just to be a part of that and know that, you know, all the employees here are making a difference, and we're doing a great job and we're having fun, to be put on that list is a pretty good accomplishment.
I think that's interesting, because you just talked about, you know, the team here and how it's a unit, and everyone, you know, really enjoys being around each other. So for your proudest accomplishment to be something that is a team achievement, really, not even just a singular Jake Stiles thing, it speaks volumes of how far Timberland's come and just how much of a team atmosphere they have here. Yeah,
definitely. You know, leadership down to the staff, we all have a really great outlook on how work should be. So I think we all do a good job of making it fun while also getting stuff done, helping out our members, our community, things like that. So,
boom, great. Well, Jacob, I think we've gotten a really good look at what you're like inside these offices here at Timberland Federal Credit Union. But one of the favorite things that our fans get to know about here a little bit is the outside of the office Jake Stiles, the Jake Lizard Stiles that we've put out before. So why don't you give us a little sneak peek of what you're like once you punch out for the day and are outside of these walls?
Okay. I like to spend a lot of time with my girlfriend, our family. We do a lot of family time. I like to go fishing.
Okay.
Watch sports. I watch a lot of basketball in the evenings, and I like to play video games. So that's pretty much my life outside of work.
It's kind of a laid back, chill guy.
Yeah,
family man.
Yeah, definitely. Like to have some go hang out with family on weekends and throughout the week. You know, watch basketball, play video games, spend time with my girlfriend. So
It's a good couple hobbies there.
Yeah.
But now I gotta ask you, a lot of people in here, they might not outside of Timberland, but a lot of people in Timberland, they don't even know you as Jake. You're Lizard. You're Lizzie. I gotta know, how did that become a thing?
Well, it's a pretty funny story, actually. I was playing Little League Baseball in first grade. It was my first year. My coach, I guess he couldn't remember names very well, so he wanted to give every single player on the team a nickname. We were down to like the final 3 or 4 people that didn't have nicknames yet. I was one of them. So he was just kind of trying to find something to give me a nickname. And I came to baseball practice one day after eating Fun Dip. My tongue turned green.
Classic.
Yep, my tongue turned green, and he said, "Hey, your tongue's green like a lizard," and then that kind of stuck. So in Little League Baseball, that's what they called me for a couple of years, and then kind of everyone that I played sports with, didn't matter what sport, baseball, wrestling, football, whatever, everyone just kind of knew me by Lizard. So, and then whenever I came to Timberland, a few people worked here who knew me by Lizard, so that's what they would call me, because they just didn't ever call me by my real name, and it just kind of stuck with everyone.
I wasn't sure if it was like a biker gang thing, or like Sons of Anarchy type thing or whatnot, so it's a lot more of an innocent story to it or whatnot.
Yep.
And then I gotta ask you, it's kind of morphed a little bit in your time here. I know there is one fellow in particular who is just a class act, all around great guy that actually dubbed you the Lizard King. I mean, how does a title like that feel?
Hey, I'm proud, man. Yeah, Jay gave me that nickname when I was up in Pleasant Gap while I was going to school. He still has to get a tattoo with a lizard and a crown on it, but
I heard he's like halfway there.
okay. Yeah, so that needs to be done.
Okay, we'll put some pressure on you, Jay. Let's get to work on it. It's the Lizard King here. Respect the crown.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So that was kind of a fun look at Jake Stiles outside of the office. Kind of get to know the legend of the Lizard. On the curtain look for you there. But I want to kind of get back into your involvement here with Timberland. Community's been a big theme in the discussions we've had today so far. You've mentioned some of the events already. Do you have a particular favorite community event that you participate in?
I would definitely say that my favorite community event is our timber trivia that we have. Right now we have it on in Bellefonte. It's the most fun. You can go there, have a few drinks, have a good time. People win prizes, so it's an all-around good time. Definitely my favorite one that I've been to.
Yeah, kind of a unique one too. I think you don't really hear about, the quote-unquote banks and stuff doing
Right.
things like that. So
Yeah, it's pretty unique. It's fun. We have a good time. We have a blast, really. So
great, good to hear. Yeah, so again, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, we're just coming off of a Timber Trivia, another huge success, one of the biggest events we've ever had at Timberland. So good time was had by all. Make sure you keep an eye on things and check out for the next one. But I want to dig a little bit deeper on you right now. You've accomplished a lot. I mean, to go from an intern to management and training, just on the cusp of greatness of graduating from a program like that. You don't just kind of sleepwalk through something like that. So what is it that drives Jake Stiles to be so successful in these different roles?
Tommy, I would say the thing that drives me the most is just knowing that every day I come into work, I'm going to learn something new. It's a really dynamic workplace that we have here. We learn a lot, we grow a lot. Just knowing that there is opportunities and growth that can be achieved definitely drives me to be better every day, and always kind of improving myself.
Good. So it's just that knowing that there is a next step, and it is achievable.
Right.
At Timberland, they kind of put the tools in your toolbox.
Absolutely.
You just have enough drive and ambition to take those tools and utilize them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, awesome. So we've gotten to know Jake Stiles up to this point here. Now we're going to kind of take a little bit of a jump into the future here. Timberland is always kind of looking ahead, looking to where they can go next, where they can grow. So where do you personally see Timberland in the next 3 to 5 years?
I think Timberland will remain as one of the best places to work in Pennsylvania. I think just in the past year and a half alone, we've made huge strides. So I can't imagine, what we'll do in 3 to 5 years. Definitely just going to keep growing, be innovative, stay in the community, make our presence in the community even bigger.
Okay.
Just be a great workplace. So
good. So we looked into the future there a little bit. And this next question here, this may not be with just kind of the trajectory that you're on. This might not be that far-fetched, okay? But you're getting ready to graduate the MIT program. Tell you what, you've done such a great job. I'm just putting you right at the head of the table. You are now the CEO of Timberland Federal Credit Union, okay? The last guy, he was all right. I mean, nothing crazy or anything. Just kind of your average run-of-the-mill CEO, whatever. But you're the big dog now, or the big lizard, rather. What's the big impact idea that you want to bring to the table here at Timberland? What would be kind of your first move as CEO?
Well, Tommy, if I was CEO for the day, I would definitely look into and find ways to kind of go fully technology-based, have that option at least for our members, because you see a lot of the bigger international banks, nationwide banks they just have apps. They don't even have branches. You can do pretty much everything just with your phone or a computer. I think that's the way the world's going. So if we can find ways to kind of get into that market a little bit earlier than some of the other institutions in our area, I think it would definitely give us a big competitive advantage in our membership area. So I think that's definitely what I'd look into is kind of going fully technology based with everything that we do.
Solid move. Jake, it's been a real pleasure getting to know you today. We really appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I know you cover so many different roles, so it's hard to kind of pin you down. So we're really excited when we got you on the list here. As we wrap up here, is there anything else you'd like to talk about today while we got some time?
Yeah, sure. We had a big day yesterday. We did Dogs for a Cause here at Du Bois. We sold hot dogs and all kinds of baked goods that were amazing. Shout out to Julia for her cupcake making skills. Awesome. And everyone else who made cookies and brownies and things like that. We did pretty well. We had a pretty good showing, and it was beautiful yesterday. So we had a really great time. That was to support Passages.
You got the pin on for it.
Yep, we got the pin here.
Awesome.
They do a great job of helping out victims of sexual violence. So it's a really great cause. We had a blast. And then last night we had the Timber Trivia, best turnout we've ever had. I've been to a few. A couple years ago when I was up in Pleasant Gap, I went to some, and I haven't seen a turnout like that before.
That was incredible.
It was awesome. It was loud. It was a blast. We had a good time. Gave out a lot of awesome prizes. Congrats to all those winners. And I also wanted to shout out our actual CEO. He was on PA Newsmakers last week. He was on TV. He's kind of our Hollywood actor now. It was awesome though. He did a good piece on financial literacy. So lots to learn. You can check it out on YouTube. It's on YouTube if you look up PA Newsmakers. He did a good job. And then lastly, I just want to shout out all the coworkers and every member that comes in, especially when they donate to causes that we're passionate about. It's just awesome to see kind of everyone get together. So
awesome. That's great, buddy. Lizzie, once again, just a real treat to get to know you today, having you on the show. We really appreciate you taking the time out of everything. I hear it. We know what that sound means. It's the lightning round. Jake, we're just about out of time here. You know the drill. We're about to come at you rapid fire with a series of quick questions. Right. I need the first thing that pops into your head. So I got to ask you, are you ready?
I think so. Let's do it.
Confident man right there. This is the lightning round with Jake Lizard Stiles. Here we go. Favorite band?
Dance Gavin Dance.
Garbage. Favorite movie?
I would say probably Never Back Down.
Okay. Favorite TV show?
How I Met Your Mother.
Favorite food?
Anything Mexican food wise.
Okay. Favorite fast food restaurant?
Chipotle.
Favorite sport?
Wrestling.
Okay. Favorite cartoon character?
I was a big fan of Timmy Turner growing up.
Good call. Guilty pleasure.
Probably just staying up late playing video games, I guess. It's probably not something I should do.
That's all right. We all have our pleasure. What's your dream job?
I want to be a sports agent growing up.
Okay, awesome. Person you would most like to have dinner with, living or dead?
Maybe Frank Sinatra. Seems like a really interesting guy. Love his music.
How about secret talent?
Proofreading our marketing guy, Jay.
There we go. Biggest thrill in life?
I think just watching people I care about succeeding myself, seeing those people.
Awesome. And if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I've always wanted to go to the rainforest in Brazil.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We are once again out of time. Thank you so much to Jake Lizard Stiles for joining us today. We appreciate you checking us out. Come back next time. We're an all-new guest right here on Timber Talk.